Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday. I hope you guys have had a good start to your weekend and that your week has gone well as well. Right, I'm going to look straight into the live chat room tonight to see who's in the house. We have Debbie, Gail, Joe, Steve, Kathy, Tammy, Linda, Susie, Q, Billy, Ro, Diamond Girl, Joe, Laugh Out Loud Can, Robbie, Pink Thistle, is that Mary D, Debbie, Terry, Ro, Cindy as well. Hello guys, thank you for joining me tonight. And I'm going to get the names of my patrons up on screen instantly, because they make this all possible in the first place. Massive shout out to you guys. You know who you are. Now, with the channel over the last, I think, few days maybe, and since setting up this live stream, we had hit 370,000 subscribers, which was amazing. I say it was amazing. I mean, it is amazing and it was amazing, because what I'm going to do is get this up on screen to say 370,000 subscribers. Yeah, thank you guys for subscribing and, you know, hitting the notification bell, all of that cool stuff. But when we hit 370, we then hit 371,000 subscribers. So thanks again everyone for subscribing, hitting the thumbs up, hitting the notification bell, all of that cool stuff. And then we hit 372,000 subscribers. So again, thank you everyone for subscribing. And yeah, things are going to slow down, and I think they have started to slow down a little bit. It just so happens that we're just a couple of thousand more strong before getting into the live stream. So yes, thank you guys for doing all of that. I'm going to shut everybody up now, but 372,000 subscribers, another crazy number. And another crazy number that we're going to be attempting to hit a little bit later on is within the likes goal, which is 475. So this is the highest, again, that we have ever attempted. We hit a new record on Tuesday. Now we're aiming for a new record on a Saturday night, and it stands at 475, which is a ridiculous number, but we will try our best to hit this target. And if you can hit the thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be massively appreciated. We'll see if we can get a spike of the lights going on, because currently we have 204 likes on the likeometer. So yes, if you can hit that thumbs up, that would be great. I can see that there are around, 260 plus people watching at the moment. So that means if everybody hits the thumbs up now, we could get a nice spike going on. And yeah, 475. I mean, it's such a huge number. And considering that the spike is about to kick off, I won't do any maths until it becomes a little bit easier to figure out, and until a few people have hit that thumbs up, so that I avoid the spike that's going to be going on. But 2, 3, 4, always good to see a sequence going on. So at this point, I do say that you don't have to donate during these live streams. You don't have to donate at any point for analysis videos, or for your analysis to be featured, or not to feature another analysis video, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to donate, just to make that clear, but there are some people that can't resist donating. So for those people, I think it's important that they know between 45 and 60% goes to YouTube through the super chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, and there's one of those in the description below. So, as for tonight's live stream, we just have, we do have a picture in picture corner, and I think there's just one troll in troll corner, and those two things tonight are going to be related, but I'll show you how they're related a little bit later on. But first of all, something that I did a post about last night on Patreon was an update to my arm situation, because my arm has been injured for, I think, about 2.5 years now, something like that. And it's been so long that I thought, right, I'm going to go and get an MRI scan. And I don't think I've explained this on the live stream yet, but I'll tell you what it's all about anyway. So with an MRI scan, if you haven't had one before, it's like a big circular machine that you go in the middle of, and because it was my arm, I had to lie face down with my arm above my head, like in a Superman pose, and I had to hold that pose for about 20 minutes. It might have even been longer than that, but they put headphones on you because it's really loud, the MRI scanning thing. So you have earplugs, then you have headphones over your ears, and yes, I was lying on my front. And it actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't that uncomfortable, because I made sure that I was comfortable before going in. But yeah, and then it all just kind of kicks off, and they do warn about people who might suffer from claustrophobia, being in this small space for so long, but I don't bother with, I say I don't bother, I don't suffer from that, so I'm quite lucky. So anyway, the results of the MRI have come back, and they've been analysed by a consultant, and the consultant says that yeah, there's damage to the tendon, but also the ligaments. I say ligament is one ligament in my arm. So yeah, that's good. I'm just going to see if this, I seem like there we go. I felt like I was a bit far away from the screen when I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. But anyway, yeah, so back to the arm. The good thing is, I mean, I was thinking, imagine if they say, oh, we can't see anything. And that would be a nightmare, because I think, well, hang on, there's definitely been something going on for the 2.5 years, so what is it? So yeah, at least I've had confirmation that it's a couple of things, and yeah, it's tendon and ligament, and basically the treatment for it is just doing what I'm doing. And the physio, I might go back to the physio now that there's this now in-depth report exactly about what's going on, because they'll know exactly what to do with it. But he does say that eventually it will heal. It's just that tendons and ligaments take a very long time to do that. And I suppose if it was just one of those, then maybe it would have, I don't know, cleared up a little bit more quickly. But who knows? I'll just keeping on with it. But I mean, it's good in that they haven't said that, oh right, the tendon is absolutely damaged beyond repair, and there's damage to the ligament, and that's got a tear in it or something. They haven't said any of that. It's just the things that they can spot. And I think the way that it displays is it's like thicker than it should be, or there's like a part of it that's thicker, so it's obviously been damaged and it's had to try and fix itself. But anyway, so that'll be hopefully good for the future when my arm feels like the other arm, because this is the good arm and this is the not so good arm. But yeah, it's not too bad at the moment, so I'm hoping that it's going to be okay over the next kind of few days and few weeks, and I can get back to maybe doing some normal things. But anyway, and that was that update, because a lot of people ask about my arm, and thank you guys for asking about my arm. But I can see that there have been a few donations, a couple of donations from Paul in the Super Chat window, and some donations over on PayPal as well. So I will jump into that PayPal window in a second. Right, so Paul donated $5. Thank you for that, Paul. And the message is, wow, 371,000 subscribers. Most excellent. Let's have fun tonight. Please spike those likes, all y'all. Great idea there from Paul. Yeah, if you can get a thumbs up. We are going for a new record tonight of 475. And yeah, just before I forget about, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow. This is more a golfer's elbow thing, but the consultant said to wear a support on my arm while I was sleeping in order to, I think probably most likely to keep it in an extended position, because I think when the elbow's been bent and I've maybe fallen asleep in a weird position, that when I do then wake up, it's then really kind of tight in the middle of my arm here. So yeah, that's something that I hadn't been told to do before, so I've been doing that, and maybe that's been helping. And the other thing that I've looked into, the consultant said about ultrasound, but I've got this thing that kind of puts shockwaves into your arm and kind of vibrates, that you got to wear it for like 10 minutes. So I've started doing that as well to maybe get a little bit more blood flow to in and around the tendons and ligaments, because that's the problem. At the end of the day, they take so long to heal because they get such a tiny supply of blood, unlike kind of other tissues. So yeah, the more I can do, the better, in order to get any kind of blood flow there. The other thing is, they said about a steroid injection, but I think, or cortisone injection, something like that. But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is just do what I can with the physio side of things and avoid any injections. I'm not really down with, if the guy says that it will heal by itself, then I think I'll try and avoid any injections until it might get to the point that, if it's another, 6 months or a year and it's still the same, then I'll do another assessment at that point. But anyway, yes, getting back to the donations, Paul, thank you for that. Paul donated again, $2, and Paul said, wow, was 371,000 subscribers this AM, and now 372,000 subscribers. So thank you for that, Paul. Yeah, things have moved along relatively quickly, actually, over the last few weeks, but we'll keep an eye on it. I think, it will slow down. It always goes in peaks and troughs with subscriber counts, so it just so happens that over the last month, it is gone a little bit crazy, but things will calm down again, I'm sure. So over to the PayPal window, we are going to be jumping into there very quickly because we had a donation from Chuck for £2. So thank you for that, Chuck. And that was at Thursday at 36 minutes past 11 in the morning. And that was a straight up donation, so thank you for that. And Gregory donated £10 as well, so thank you for that, Gregory. And that was on Thursday at 7 in the evening. And next, Tracy donated £75, so thank you for that, Tracy. And there's quite a long message with this, so let me make sure that I get all of this. The message is, Phil, in honour of my birthday on Monday the 6th, I want to give you this small gift. I found your channel in the middle of 2023 and it has brought me so much joy. You have been such a gift to me as someone who is as passionate about music as I am. I can't thank you enough for brightening my days so much by being the incredible person you are. Love from Chicago, Tracy. So thank you for that, Tracy, and the kind words, of course, just for tuning in and watching the videos and maybe leaving a comment. I mean, it's great to get involved with you guys in the live streams in a live setting, but also thank you for leaving your comments and suggestions, requests for future videos as well. And yeah, I mean, recently, and I think it's just something that's going to be happening with any more recent requests of recent performances about, you know, pitch correction, auto-tune, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, when it is pitch corrected, as everything is now, it's an industry standard. So you can't really avoid that if it's a more modern or more recent live performance, or not even live performance, but recordings, but live performances are getting pitch corrected as well. So yeah, that seems to be what we are talking about a lot nowadays. But of course there will be other analysis videos as they pop up in the request list, you know, thankfully from many years ago, so that we can just hear natural voices. But thank you for that, Tracy. And Nicole has donated £10. Thank you for that, Nicole. And the message is, hello Phil, I hope you are well. I would like to know the date of the first live stream. Thank you for that. Keep in shape, love and rock forever, Nicole. So thank you for that. Now, as for the first live stream, I have no idea. But maybe it was 6 years ago. Maybe it was 7 years ago. Maybe it was 8 or 9 years ago. I don't know, because I used to live stream on Facebook before I live streamed on YouTube. And when I say before, I mean literally, so I just did it on Facebook for a while, and then I used to do a live stream on Facebook, and then after that I'd then jump onto YouTube and just do one on YouTube as well. So it was literally just a few minutes after we ended on Facebook, and then jumped over here. But then, I mean, YouTube just seemed to be a better place to do it, because Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, decided that in order for people to get notified for my live streams on Facebook, I had to pay Facebook. And yeah, they call it reach. So if I had, I don't know, maybe 10,000 likes on my page, or 10,000 people that have interacted with it, it then said, you know, for £20, reach 2,000 people. But on YouTube, it's free, because people subscribe to the channel because they want to see, you know, the videos and live streams and things. So yeah, that's why I just moved away from Facebook, and pretty much, apart from logging in every day just to check my messages from the Wings of Pegasus page, I pretty much don't use Facebook anymore because of that, because they charge you, and wanted to charge me for reaching people that wanted to be reached, you know, on my page. So yeah, it's a shame that you know, nobody could tune in for the live streams, and then watching it on catch up as well, it meant that people wouldn't get notified that I'd done a live stream. So yeah, hence why I just moved over to YouTube, and here we are. So anyway, thank you for that, Nicole. And Tammy has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Tammy. And the message is, hi Phil, congratulations on hitting 372,000 subscribers. How did you come up with the name Persistence for your CD? Rock. So thank you for that. And I think it was just pretty much self-explanatory with the position that I was in, considering that I'd been, playing since the age of 11 or 12, and my first band was age 19, and then my first kind of proper band, which I'd consider like proper original band writing songs, that was when I was 23. And yeah, by the time it came to release my album, it was something that I spent a lot of time, you know, working at production, watching production videos, how to record, and learning to sing. Obviously, having, you know, learned to play the guitar, that bit was all right, but the learning to sing bit took quite a lot longer. So, or at least, yeah, it took a lot of time for me even to get to an acceptable standard that I thought, well, my voice is all right now. So yeah, the persistence is just, persisting and learning to do everything until you finally get to that point where you can release your own CD and just do it all with the production and stuff. So persistence is just not giving up, obviously, but it was just an obvious name for my album because that's what it took to eventually get there and release it. So thank you for that, Tammy. And Steve has donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Steve. And the message is, how do you organise playing in a band with 2 lead guitarists like the Stones versus playing in a more standard arrangement with a lead and rhythm guitarist? So thank you for that, Steve. And I mean, as with the analysis videos that we've done in the past where we've had 2 guitarists on stage, what bands do mostly, or what you want to try and maybe achieve with having 2 guitars on stage, is first of all playing different voicings of chords, so you'll therefore get a fuller sound. So to put that in perspective, when somebody's playing a 12-string guitar, you've got double the amount of strings. Obviously, well, you might not know that, but you've got 12 strings on the guitar, which means that you're getting double the sound. So when you've got 2 notes that are ringing, you might have one that's an octave higher than the lower string. So then you'll tune an octave higher than the octave below, which is going to give you a thicker sound. So if you've got 2 guitars, what you want to be doing is, by playing different voicings, it means that one player might be playing, for example, an E, up on root note 7th fret of the A string, and somebody else might be playing the E down at the bottom. So when I say that, I mean like open strings. So it means that you're getting the octave of your root note up at the top. Of course, the person could play the open E string if they wanted to as well, but by separating up the chords, it means that you're getting a higher voicing, and you're now getting your B on the high E string, whereas you wouldn't get that if you were playing it down at the bottom. You're getting the E as your high E string. Basically, it means that you're just getting a fuller sound. So that's one thing, rhythm-wise, to kind of split up your chords, do different voicings. The other thing that will happen when you've got a lead guitar solo, obviously the other guitarist can play some really nice chunky rhythm underneath, so it's keeping that sound really full all the time. Thirdly, it means that if you want to, you can break off into having 2 lead guitars going on at the same time. So the classic kind of Thin Lizzy, 2 lead guitars. The only thing about having 2 lead guitars is that you're then sacrificing the rhythm, so it means that those lead guitars are just going to be your focal point. So I mean, that is a downside to it, but certainly getting 2 lead guitars, I think it sounds great. If you kind of keep it tight and you've got a good bassist who's going to keep it solid with a drummer, then you can get a great sound with that. And I mean, if you've got the luxury of keys as well, the keys can just fill in loads of frequency all the time. So that's another kind of get out of jail free card. If you've got 2 guitarists and a keys player, then that's great as well. And I think that's pretty much it. There's probably, I think there was one more arrangement that I was going to explain, but I can't remember what it was. We've got rhythm, or both players playing rhythm, one playing lead, the other playing rhythm, both playing lead. And I mean, pretty much, if you're chopping and changing, again, you're just switching those rhythm and lead players so that one becomes rhythm. And this is an important point, that you want to be able to play lead and rhythm to the same kind of level when you're playing in a band and you've got 2 guitarists, because especially playing rhythm underneath a lead solo, if all of that sound drops out and it's not very good rhythm playing, then it means that one solo is going to sound a little bit empty compared to another solo where one guitarist might be a really good rhythm player as well. So being a great lead guitarist doesn't automatically make you a great rhythm guitarist. So definitely important to work on both of those things. But hopefully that explains it. If you're just one guitarist by yourself, like with a three-piece, if we're talking about Rory Gallagher, for example, having somebody who's singing and playing at the same time, it means that you're now playing the guitar in a way that you're just trying to fill in as much space as possible. And this is something that Jimi Hendrix did as well, where he'd be playing lead with chord shapes and have his thumb over the top, so he's got that root note all the time, but you're kind of bouncing between lead and rhythm all the time by filling in, and that's what it will do. It'll fill in more frequency, whereas when you have two guitarists, obviously you can relax a little bit more because the sound is going to be full. But yeah, this is why if you're seeing somebody playing the guitar and singing and theirs is the only guitar, they're doing a hell of a lot of work with their guitar and singing at the same time in order to keep everything sounding nice and full. So yeah, that's something to look out for. But thank you for that, Steve. And Debbie has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Debbie. And the message is, hi Phil, congrats on 372,000 subscribers. The pitch corrected Judy Garland video was very interesting, and thank you for explaining the Melodyne software as well. It really put what is happening in the music industry into perspective. You're the best. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that, Debbie. This reminds me of a comment that I got earlier today. And it was somebody saying, oh, I'm the most tone-deaf person ever. It'll be interesting to see what Melodyne could do with my voice. And I did reply to them saying, well, it would be an interesting project. Whether I'd have time to do anything like that, who knows? But I thought, yeah, it would be interesting to throw it out there and say, especially if there are any people who might have wanted to be a singer, but they never ended up being a singer because they maybe thought that they weren't good enough and they couldn't hit all the notes and all that kind of stuff. Taking a voice like that and getting the person to sing a song and then editing it in Melodyne to then have it, to the same standard that is happening now in the music industry, because it is, the industry standard. So just applying the industry standard pitch correction to somebody's voice to then make them a singer. So yeah, I thought it would be an interesting project. Not that I've got time at the moment to do that, but just to see how far you can take it, how far you can take somebody's voice that might not think they're a very good singer, but with technology, who knows that that they could maybe release a single or a whole album and just do it all with Melodyne. So anyway, thank you for that, Debbie. And Laura has donated £19. So thank you for that. And the message is, congratulations on hitting 372,000 subscribers. So thank you for that, Laura. And just going to move on because Vera has donated £9 and 12 pence. So thank you for that, Vera. And the message is, hi Phil, if you could know the absolute and total truth to any question, what question would you ask and why? I am just curious as usual. Hugs, Vera. So thank you for that. And I think I might have answered this question before. The question that I would like the answer to is, what's it all about? And that would be quite a long answer, I suspect, or it could be a very simple answer. But I just want to know what everything is about. So just everything, the universe, life, how everything works, what is going on with all of the stuff that happens that we can't explain yet, that obviously we don't have the technology to explain yet. And yeah, I would like some answers. But again, this is my theory that it could potentially just be the answer is there is no answer. And because it's something that's been manipulated, and maybe the world that we're living in is something that's been set up. And the perfect way to set up any world is to create a species that have to have answers. And they can't avoid wanting to know answers. But the genius would be that there isn't an answer. It just is what it is. So yeah, that's my other theory. I was thinking, if I was trying to design the perfect system or the perfect world, then the one thing that everybody craves is something that doesn't exist, because then that world will be endless, because they'll never find the answer because there isn't an answer. So not that helps me wanting to know the answer. So I've basically just proved my point about this system that I would go for if I was inventing one. But yeah, just to know what it's all about, and thinking about humans and how we think we're intelligent Whereas I think probably it's most likely that we're not very intelligent at all in the grand scheme of things, when you're talking about the universe being kind of billions of years old, and maybe there are civilizations in far off distant planets and solar systems and Milky Ways, even though that's our thing. But you know what I mean, like around a particular sun somewhere, there's been life that might have been going on for billions of years, because we think we're really clever. And we haven't been, we've been around for like a millisecond, compared to the rest of the universe. So, yeah, I'd like to know what it's all about. Obviously, if somebody was able to give you the answer, maybe they wouldn't be able to give the answer. Or they'd just say, look, we're busted. There is no answer. But that's the whole point of it anyways, so that you people don't know. And, I mean, the thirst for knowledge from humans is just crazy. I don't think we'll ever be able to accept that something just is what it is. It's like, well, where did everything start? It didn't start. Well, where's everything going to end? It's not going to end. It just is. So anyway, I need to speak to somebody who's, is it Brian Cox? I think that's his name. Who's, or maybe even Brian May. but people that know about the universe and everything, who, have lots and lots of answers. But then I wonder what they'd say if I said that, what if there isn't an answer? They'd probably just say that I'm an idiot, which would be fair comment. Right, thank you for that, Vera. And that was one of those questions that definitely could go on for a lifetime, trying to think of an answer to a question that you'd want to be answered. But anyway, thank you, Laura, as well, who has donated £5. And the message is, congratulations on the big numbers increase. Wanted to mention that it's Tracy's birthday in a couple of days too. So thank you for that. And I'm just going to go back because... did I miss one? Oh yeah, Tracy said it was her birthday. So yeah, happy birthday to Tracy. And everybody say a big happy birthday to Tracy in that live chat room. That's something that, I don't think... I read it out, but I didn't mention that it was Tracy's birthday, as in having a great day. And yeah, hope that you do have a great day, Tracy. And I will move... I'm going to try and get back to where I just was. And it was... Laura, yes, saying that it was Tracy's birthday. So thank you for that, Laura, and reminding me just to mention that again. And Janice has donated £38. So thank you for that, Janice. And the message is, hello, Philip. How much does it cost to request that you not do a particular video? So thank you for that. And yeah, this happened on the live stream, I don't know, maybe a few live streams ago, where somebody donated for me not to do a video that was requested by lots of people to pitch correct Judy Garland's voice. And yeah, the thing is that donating or not donating doesn't make any difference to the requests. So yeah, and that goes for, like I said earlier in this live stream, that goes for donating. If somebody's, I don't even want to get into that mess of, imagine that I'm going to do an analysis video on a band that somebody else doesn't like. So they donate for me not to do the analysis video on the band that they don't like, but then they ask me to do a video on a band that they do like. But then the other person then donates to then not do that other one. So anyway, yeah, that's why I say you don't have to donate. I just add the requests to my request list. And yeah, I do get contacted quite a lot through email saying, how much does it cost to get an analysis video done? And I say, yeah, I don't charge. And I know that other channels do that, but that's not the way that I roll. So I should say it's not how I roll, but thank you for that, Janice. And Ghislaine has donated £11 and 10 pence. So thank you for that. And the message is, what's for question? It says, what's for question mark, for an incredible greatest talent in analysis and guitarist and amazing man. I love you, Phil. Also for a great singer. There is so much to say. I am missing place. Laugh out loud. But be sure you are infinitely loved by me. So thank you for that, Ghislaine, and the kind words as well. And yeah, with the singing thing, it's still something that I work at kind of every day. I think this is the thing that maybe a lot of people don't necessarily appreciate when, I say about guitarists that sing. that for me it's just on a totally different level because they've kind of worked at their voice in order to be able to do that in the first place, where there are a lot of guitarists who just play guitar and that is it. They're just focusing on that, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, having the ability to kind of play, sing at the same time, and just sing well. I mean, it's something that you have to work at. You have to work out in exactly the same way that you're working at playing the guitar. So certainly for me, I just put the guitar on the back burner and just replaced all of that time with, trying to hit notes accurately and controlling pitch and adding vibrato and all of these different things. Because yes, vocal cords are a lot more difficult to control than just pushing down on a string, because you can tune a guitar, you can't tune your vocal cords. So anyway, Tracy's donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Tracy, in the messages. It's Joe Flip. Hair update, please. So thank you for that, Joe. But anyway, hair update. Yeah, I mean, today's hair update it's gone in the opposite direction than I think maybe the last live stream. So what happens is sometimes my hair goes down and it curls away from my eyes so that I can see everything and it's fine. Today, for some reason, again, there's no way of controlling this because it'll just do what it wants to do. Today, it's actually curling the other way. So now it feels like it's enveloping my face or my head, because all of the hair is rather than going away from my eyes, it's now actually in my eye line all the time, which is a bit of a pain, but I can still see, so it's fine because my hair isn't too long because you can see my eyes. But if my hair went like this and my fringe was longer, then I wouldn't be able to see anything, but I can see. That's always my point of judging my hair. If I can see, then it's fine. I'm just going to leave it as it is. But yeah, again, it looks a little bit like a Beatles audition. If I had shorter hair, then a lot of fringe stuff going on. But anyway, totally random for tonight with the hair. So I just kind of accept it's going to do what it's going to do. Right. Thank you, Luana, who has donated $9.99 in the super chat window. So thank you for that. And it says laugh out loud. So yeah, thank you for that. And I can't make out what the picture is. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's the, the pear person. They look like a pear, just saying laugh out loud. So I think they're just on the ground, hitting the ground or something. But anyway, thank you for that, Luana. Right, by the way, there's a vote for a cover video that's going on in that live chat room at the top. You will see that Broken Wings has 55% of the vote. So if you want to hear my version of that or Miles Away, then make sure you click on whichever one of those you want to listen to a little bit later on. And we are at 408 likes for tonight's live stream, so we'll keep an eye on that. It means that we're looking for 62? Is that? No, I don't think that's right. So it's maybe it would be 65. So it'd be 67. I'm going to go with 67 as my final answer for however many we need. There's the maths for tonight. And it'll be 65 if we get to 410. So that means it's 66. Anyway, there we go. So 65 more people hitting that thumbs up. That would be massively appreciated if you could do that, because it would mean we get closer to 475, but 475 would be a new record for a Saturday night live stream on the channel. So it would be a biggest likes total ever. And by the way, if we do hit that target, this is something that I can see that I've forgotten to update. If we hit the target, we are going to be having the Phil Jam, and it is Phil Jam number, let me change that, 135. So we've done a lot of Phil Jams, and I'm just going to have a quick look as to how long it's going to be. It is 8 minutes. It's going to be a long Phil Jam tonight, so I'll have to make sure I leave enough space for that at the end of the live stream if we hit the target. So if we hit that target, we'll have a Phil Jam, bust out the guitar and see what's going on. And there's been another donation. This is from Short Ferrell, who has donated $10. So thank you for that in the messages. the hair thing is because your hair is wavy. As it grows, it turns along the way. Yeah, so thank you for that. And it's, yeah, entirely random as to whether it's going to curl into my eyes or out of my eyes or away from my head or towards my head. You know, these ones at the side here that you pull on them and then they just pop straight back up again. So, yeah, that's always a little bit random, but it just, yeah, always is what it is. And I'm sure maybe on the next live stream it'll be curling away from my eyes again, so it'll look like I've got a lot shorter fringe, but that's just the curl of the hair. And sometimes when I turn my head to the side, you can see it curling, and now you can see that this fringe is just refusing to curl tonight. Again, totally random, but we just have to deal with it. Right, let's now, I think, right, we're approaching midnight here, so we will jump into just the one troll corner. We've got to jump in there for a second, but I'll see you guys in 6 seconds. I've got to grab my phone and actually find the comment, whatever it was. So I'll see you guys in exactly 6 seconds. Rock!
Oh, hello.
So, phone at the ready, because... oh, this was it. It was somebody commenting on the Judy Garland video that I made where I just showed what you can do with Melodyne, creating a totally new melody with Judy's voice that didn't exist in the first place, but just to show that it will replace the original vocal, and that's what pitch correction is doing. So, this person obviously didn't really know what I was doing. And I said at the beginning of the video that the only reason that I'm doing it is because it's been requested. I wouldn't go out and just pitch correct somebody's voice, especially Judy's voice, without there being a lot of requests to do it, so people can just get an idea of the software. And this person wrote a message saying, I'm 72 years old and I stopped at 1 minute 50 in utter disgust. If there's a special hell, in capital letters, for musicians, and I hope there is, your space is reserved. So, there we go. Sometimes people get the totally wrong end of the stick of my videos, and it's because they don't watch the video. Obviously, he's only watching it for 1 minute and 50. So, yeah, he's not actually taking in that I'm not doing this out of spite because I hate Judy Garland. I'm doing it to show you what software can do nowadays. That also, just to point out that it is an industry standard using that software. So if somebody does miss a note, they're not going to miss that note because it's going to be edited, and the wrong note will be replaced with the right note. So yeah, it is very much the case of like playing guitar and not worrying where your fingers are going because it's all corrected afterwards. You know, don't worry about it. So anyway, yeah, that person obviously didn't really understand what I was doing in the video, and that is it for Troll Corner tonight. That's the only one that I can remember. I think, yeah, that's the only one that stood out because I've got my special place in hell reserved. So there we go. Anyway, let's get out of Troll Corner and I'll see you guys in 6 seconds. Rock.
Bye-bye.
So there we have it. Right. Broken Wings still has 54% of the vote for tonight's cover video. So, yeah, we'll probably jump into that relatively soon. I'm just wondering if we jump into it now, maybe we'll have time for either a riff of the week or a fill tune. I'm feeling it. Oh, we've got Picture Corner as well, but I'm feeling that it might be another riff of the week because we've got a few of those left over. And Orlando's donated $5 as well. I've just spotted that in the super chat window. So thank you for that, Orlando. And the message is, I am at work. Thanks to a change in schedule, it is great seeing Wings of Pegasus reach 370,000 subscribers. Have you hit that like button? Rock! So thank you for that. And yeah, great advice there from Orlando, or at least the question of whether you've hit that thumbs up. If you could do that, that would be great. Going for a new record tonight of 475. And if we get to 440, it means that we're going to be looking for 35 more people. So 36 more people at the moment, while it just hangs in the balance to get to 440. But thank you, Orlando, for that $5 donation. So I think we'll jump into tonight's cover video. I'm going to bring that to a close because, yeah, have to remember that if we do hit the target, if we do get 35 more people, then we'll have the jam at the end of this live stream, and it is going to be a long one, so I need to make sure that I remember to leave space in case we do hit that target for tonight, which will be a new record if we hit it. Right, Broken Wings has 54% of the vote, so we're going to be jumping into that, my version of it, of course. And this is by Mr. Mister, one of the bands of my youth that I used to listen to quite a lot. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you after. Rock!
Don't understand why we can't just hold on to each other's hands. This time may be the last, I fear, unless I make it all too clear. I need you so.
And there we have it. That was my version of Broken Wings by Mr. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And thank you guys for requesting that particular cover video and Miles Away over on Patreon. And if you guys want to join in over there, you can do patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. And you can become a free member over there if you just want to get involved. And I do posts on there for the live streams, so that if you do miss one, then you can catch it on there in a post. So right, we are 2 people away from hitting our likes goal for tonight. 1 person away. Who's it going to be? To hit the thumbs up to get a new record for a Saturday night live stream. And there we have it. Perfect timing in order to have a new record. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight and getting us to that point. Obviously, it means that next week we're going to be aiming for another new record. So you're all going to have to tune in again. So that not only tune in, we're going to have to find a few more extra people to hit the thumbs up next time. But it's great that we've hit that target tonight and get a new record. So we had a new record on Tuesday, new record on Saturday, and yeah, if you could tune in on Tuesday as well, that would be great. 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, that's where I'm going to be, and we'll be aiming for another record then. But it's great, we just had a little bit of a spike of the lights going on. Now David has donated $5. Thank you for that, David. And the message is: hi Phil, did you have a guitar teacher? Also, my dad influenced my taste in music. He really really liked James Brown. Thank you for that, David. And no, I didn't technically have a guitar teacher. And my dad showed me a few chords. I then spent a long time listening to Jimi Hendrix, and this was in the days before being able to kind of see videos and all that kind of stuff. I'd have to probably go out and try and find a video of Jimi Hendrix somehow. But it was all done through vinyls and tapes as well that my dad had, and yeah, I'd just be kind of sticking one vinyl on another one, and just listening to lots of different old bands, and pretty much like lots of Beatles stuff, but like I've said before about Cream and Boston and classic rock bands that my dad was into. And yes, I've been listening to a lot of that, but pretty much Jimi Hendrix is the one that I listen to for guitars. So I'd listen to that, try and figure out what was going on, which obviously was a challenge, but I think that was good because it helped me to train my ear to be able to hear what was going on and relate that to the instrument, and then be able to kind of copy what was going on and find where the notes were. And I think that I learned a lot about guitar without even knowing what I was doing. So it meant, for example, that learning scales, learning shapes, and all of these different things, I knew them, but I didn't know what they were called. I was just, if I heard something, then I'd kind of find the notes that went with it and just kind of play along, but I wouldn't necessarily know anything about, the notes that I was playing. I just knew that musically it was working. So yeah, I didn't have a teacher, but then ended up being a guitar teacher for almost 20 years. So yeah, just figuring it out with my ears, which is pretty much, I guess, what I'm doing now is I'm listening to things and looking at things, but yeah, listening to what's going on and then playing on the guitar and hopefully helping people with a few things now and again, whether it be guitar or maybe vocals, and pointing out things that I can see and hear. But anyway, Orlando donated $2. Thank you for that. And Orlando said, this is late, but rest in peace, Dickie Betts. And yeah, that's something that I think it might have been mentioned on a live stream. Yeah, I don't think maybe the last one or the one before, but very sad news. And thank you guys for letting me know over on Patreon and through my website and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I was aware of that, and thank you, Orlando, for that message. Right. And by the way, there's a Dickie Betts analysis video on the channel if you guys want to check that out. But thank you for that. And we are, let's quickly jump into Picture Corner, because we do have a long fill jam tonight that we are going to be doing. So let's jump into here. And and I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to click on the button and it has appeared, which is good. So this has been sent in by Steve. Thank you for this, Steve. And you'll see that we have some trolls and I'm in the middle of the trolls. The good thing is that I seem to be the same kind of size as the trolls, so it means that I've got a good fighting chance, or I could just run away because I am very fast at running. But anyway, thank you, Steve, for sending this in. And these are, by the way, if you don't know, the trolls from The Hobbit. If you've seen that particular movie or read the book, not that you'll recognise these particular trolls from the book, other than them being illustrations. But yeah, here we have the trolls from the Hobbit movie. And let me just make my way to the message because it says you and the trolls from The Hobbit. So that's the message from Steve. So thank you for that, Steve, and thank you, Laura, as well, for linking me to this particular picture that has been uploaded, sent in by Steve. And by the way, if you are a Facebook user, you can head over to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. You can join in there, upload a picture if you've got anything. I mean, this technically isn't like a merchandise modelling picture, but it's just one that's related to Troll Corner. So I'll show it on the live stream. Not that I want thousands of troll-related pictures coming in, because I'm sure that you all would send them. But if you have a picture of yourself modelling any of the Wings of Pegasus merchandise, then you can upload it to there, and I will get linked to it by Laura. And by the way, I haven't even mentioned the merch. Have a plug of the mug. If you've got a tray underneath this video with the merch, you can click on any of those items that will take you through to the spring.com store. If you don't have the tray underneath this video, then there's a link in the description below for the spring.com store, and that'll be something that you can follow to get your hands on any of the merchandise, the hoodies, the caps, the bucket hats, the tumblers, the mugs, and other things, t-shirts. So get your hands on those. And if you're watching this on catch up in the future, hello, you can keep on hitting that thumbs up. Really does help the live stream to get out there and for the channel to grow on the whole. Right, almost midnight. I think maybe because the jam's going to be 8 minutes, I'm not sure whether we're going to have time to do a riff of the week. And maybe, the thing is I haven't set up the riff of the week. Right, this is, how long have we got? 8 minutes. That means we've got 5, 6, 7 minutes in order to do a riff of the week. We're going to do a riff of the week. I've just decided. So let me now set this up, because again, it's something that I haven't done. And so you guys give me a number between 1 and 100, please. And we will have a riff of the week. And Laura sent me a message, so thank you for that. And Laura has actually given me the numbers that we haven't done yet, which does help me out quite a lot, so thank you for doing that. So give me a number between 1 and 100, and we'll listen to that riff, and then it's going to be a guess race to the finish to see who guesses it first. So let me look at some of these numbers going through. Rose says 17. We've had number 17. Jester, says, I think there's a number, says 76. And we haven't had number 76, so we're going to be doing that. Riff of the week, 76. Yes, there it is. There it is. And
what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Pause the advert. You can probably hear the advert. I can't hear the advert, which is good for me, not so good for you. Right, and I'm going to get I'm going to get it on screen, but I don't know where the screen is actually going to appear. That's not too bad. I might centralize it a little bit, just to make it a bit clearer. So let's do that. And, I should have muted this. I'll let the advert play through for a little bit. And obviously we will skip this, and now we're live. We're looking for the name of the riff, or should I say the song that the riff comes from. So that's what you're going to be listening out for. Let's have a listen. I can't hear it, so I'm going to have to look at my playing to see what it is. Let's have a look and a listen. And there we have it. So, oh, you guys are going to know this. Any regular viewers are going to get this because this is an actual cover video as well that I played with this riff in it. And that was actually part of the video, the cover video. So let's have a look at who got it, because we sometimes look at it on the live streams. Cindy says, don't slow down, which is correct. And I think that was the... I'm just going to scroll up because I think that was the first correct answer. Let me scroll down. And yes, so... yeah, Jester Peck. I don't even know what that number is. It's like IIXVIIX. Is that maybe 2024? Who knows? It's too many. I know that X is 5. But yeah, that'll tell you that I struggle enough with maths that's actual normal numbers rather than Roman numerals. But anyway, yeah, don't slow down. I can see Vera got it. And I can see... that Teresa said rainbow. Tammy said don't slow down. Susie Q said don't know. So Susie Q actually got one of the words right by saying don't know. But let me just have a little scroll up because I think that yes, Ro, don't slow down. Selena, don't slow down. Yeah, I think Cindy was the first one to get it. So congratulations to you, or at least the first one on my screen. So anyway, let me get this off the screen. And oh no, I've clicked on picture corner. Let's get out of picture corner and return to me. No more pictures. We have done them for tonight. Right, so now we're going to be jumping into the Fill Jam because we hit the target of 475 for tonight. So mic on, zoom out, done. I'll tell you what, I'm going to click on the video now.
At Tesco Mobile, get the iPhone.
So that's another advert. Let me click on that. I didn't even look at... oh, I've been a bit premature here. I didn't even look at what Joe said, but it doesn't matter. We're going to have to just give it a go. It is... did it say gem? I think it might have said gem anyway, so I think we might have lucked out with the gem being plugged in. And this is intense, spacey, melodic rock backing track in A minor from YT Jam Tracks, and that's the YT in capital letters, and Jam Tracks normally spelt capital J, capital T, and it's got a little symbol as well. We have let me just make sure this is what I'm... yeah, so intense, spacey, melodic rock backing track in A minor. So it's all a little bit small, so yeah, it's a bit of a struggle for me to see it all. But let me click on the play button. As for the levels, let me know how it sounds. And Short Ferrell's just donated $20 as well, so thank you for that. And the message is interesting and relaxing and educational. Thank you for your channel. Thank you for watching and for the donation as well. So let me go down there and... right, yeah, let me know what the mix is like, because it's always random. Let's have a listen, see what's going on. Ooh. There's some guitar straps. Giveaway alert. Not that it's relevant to what we're doing. Hear this? Maybe a little bit heavy here. Okay, seems like levels are all right. about to change here. We're going to get heavy. Okay. Okay, it's quieting down a bit. Make sure that that's... You can still hear this? I'm almost out of space. waiting for it to end. And stop before the advert comes in. There we have it. It was a long one for tonight, an 8-minute filled jam, but yeah, hopefully that was all right. Again, I mean, the levels weren't too bad for me listening to it. At least I could hear a bit of what was going on with the backing, but yeah, hopefully it sounded all right to you guys, and levels always a little bit random, but that was what that was. And that was intense, spacey, melodic rock backing track in A minor from YT Jam Tracks, and that's YT in capital letters. So thank you, Joe, for sending that my way. And yeah, thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up and ensuring that we got the guitar out, had another fill jam for tonight. So we're going to be back with another video tomorrow night. Look out for that one. And I'm going to be live streaming on Tuesday night, 11 PM Greenwich Mean Time, as always. So it'd be great to see you guys then. If you can make it, we will be going for a new record. And we were going for a new record tonight, and we hit it at 475. So thank you guys for tuning in and hitting that thumbs up. It is massively appreciated. So I just want to make sure that I do get up to date over on PayPal, because Stephen has donated £5 as well. Thank you for that, Stephen. The message was, hey Phil, the vocal analysis videos are superb, but it was your guitar analysis that first attracted me to the channel. Any chance of adding those back into the mix going forward? Rock on! So thank you for that, Stephen. And yes, the request list is just going through. I think a lot of pitch correction, auto-tune requests have come in. So yeah, there are still requests where I will be getting the guitar out, and I will be going through those as I normally do, or as I have done in the past. It just depends on what we're looking at, really. So yeah, I haven't just moved over from one to the other. It's literally whatever we're looking at, I will point out whatever I can point out, whether that be on the guitar, whether it's a vocal thing, and whether it's a pitch correction, auto-tune request, all that kind of stuff. So thank you for that, Stephen. Yes, never fear, the guitars are never too far away. And Janice has donated £75. Thank you for that, Janice. Again, the message is for the talented Mr. Henley, starring Phil. So thank you for that. And yeah, just in case people don't know, my surname is Henley. No relation to Don Henley. And yeah, the irony isn't lost on me, considering the video that I made with Don and the whole backing track thing, to share a surname. But anyway, Jose has donated £16.41 as well. So thank you for that. And that is a straight up donation. So thank you, Jose, for that donation. Right. Oh, Short Feral has donated $50 in the super chat window. So thank you again for that. And this is the person jumping up and down. It's not a person, it's a cat. And I don't know whether, did it look like I was going, I caught out the corner of my eye, it almost looked like I was going in slow motion. I don't know whether that just happened or whether I just imagined that. But anyway, thank you, Short Feral, for that donation in the super chat window. And yeah, it's a cat, I believe, jumping up and down with what looks like maybe some fireworks going off. Anyway, we are now up to date with everything. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys on Tuesday as well. Look out for tomorrow night's video. I'll release that at 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, so you can have a view of that. But anyway, all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible. I'm just looking because Kathy says, yes, I saw it. Oh, Cindy said, yes, video got weird for a minute. So I didn't imagine that. I didn't suddenly go into the Matrix and see something in slow motion that wasn't actually happening. So yeah, a little bit weird. So we better call it a day before we get any gremlins going on. Anyway, yeah, try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!